Okay, so last session we dusted ourselves off after the fight, uh, made our way back to the palace after Captain figured that, he still had a duty to the king, and not informing him that the Lord of Blades was coming was probably a bad idea in terms of his job. Uh, so we followed, some in not an airship, but like a aerial craft of some sort, thanks to the gnome we'd rescued, and some following the captain through tunnels, etc., to get there a little bit quicker. We got there. We after some discussion, we found out that the king had killed his brother, set us up for the assassination, and that the reason he had was because he was trying to bring back his brother was trying to bring back one or several of the overlords, the demonic overlords. After a bit more discussion, the Lord of Blades showed up with his nephew or son, nephew, wounded him and left. Wound that, if we don't get specialist help, is well, it'll heal, but the kid won't ever be the same. Is the only information we have. So, A, trying to find that, and B, following the captain in completely the opposite direction, because he picked up an axe that wants him to go to the glowing chasm. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, we had a little bit of a discussion, and then I sort of went to bed pretty quickly.
Just
But I think
just quickly, can we just get a? I'm just gonna drag my character on into the long rest macro. Is that still work?
Yep. Just clicked it. It works.
No. There's one on the sheet.
Yeah, that's the one I just used. It's just above your item count on the right hand side.
And it works, yeah.
Yeah, it works really good.
Above the
it's a
item
button.
count on the right hand side.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
You might not have that toggle on.
No, I do not. Hang on the right hand column. Oh, okay. Sorry to interrupt you there, mate.
Oh, good. Yeah, I think Sticker would like to try and wake up early and sort of watch the sunrise. Is there like a balcony or anything in these rooms, or no? Okay, yeah, I'd probably go out on the balcony and watch the sunrise, and there is something you'd like to do. He's going to pull out the tectonic gauntlets, and he's also going to pull out the bow, and he hasn't attuned to the gauntlets at this point. And he's just gonna sit cross-legged and put the gauntlets down on his left and the bow on his right, and just gonna look at both of them. But looking back towards the bow, I think he's just gonna ask, what is your purpose? What is your intention? And what do you want from me? Freedom? How do you gain freedom as a bow? Do you know how to do that? So I definitely don't. Hmm. And that will give you freedom. Hmm. I think he's just going to sit there pondering that for a while. But he'll probably come to the conclusion of just putting the gauntlets in his backpack for now. And then when everyone awakes, he'll go and join them.
Can you, sorry, what was that one? Sorry. Oh, I did attune to mine, so I didn't speak up.
Yeah, I tuned to mine. I'm good. It's got a few pluses to it. I'll take some juice. Yeah, you'll dig in.
I'm going to be smashing some of them fruit juices.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm. I'll take it now. After breakfast, at least.
For all of us.
If he tells us about it, if not, we're just going to have breakfast.
Yeah. Okay.
Is the gnome joining us? Oh God.
Lovely. Jack, yep, up now.
I do think if we're going anywhere soon, I will need to get a few little supplies. Just gonna say that to everybody.
Mm. What are you gonna need to get?
I need to restock a few things that I'm missing now. Wouldn't mind finding a herbalism kit or something as well. Been looking for one for a while now.
Fair enough.
Actually, on the way to the throne room, if we could stop off so I can buy supplies for the party, because I still got that golf and that. I'd like to get any proficiency, any toolkits anyone wants, and some healing potions.
Yes, healing
yes.
potions. Let's. Oh, hang on.
Yep, that's on my list.
Yeah, but would they have many left
Yeah.
after attack on the city yesterday?
We're gonna
I might
find
be
out.
running at the premium.
All right, so you head off after the breakfast, feeling much more reinvigorated for the day. Make a general investigation check.
General investigation.
No Pacific, just general. Is that just common?
Well, whoever's looking for supplies.
Oh, yeah. I'm also looking for a pearl. 100 gold piece pearl.
That was discussed that somebody had one of those.
Yeah, I'm just telling everybody.
What are we talking about?
What's on my list?
A pearl, 100 gold pearl.
Yeah, Rowan has one because she can do
Sarah
Yeah.
reaches behind into a pouch, pulls one out, just lobs it over. That one of those.
Oh, thank you. You want 100 gold pieces?
I'm sure I'll get it back later. Or I'll get...
Sure.
Actually, no.
Give you
You
100
can have
now?
that in return for a favor.
Favor.
Mm-hmm. At some point in the
Darling just
future.
looks at you and smiles.
Okay.
I give you the good old fashioned elbow and just give me the favor wink.
I think I prefer to just pay you now.
Well, while we're watching, I don't know about that. Maybe you should save the favor for later.
You
In
all
cash.
have very
In-
dirty minds.
In cash. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's one thing off my list. 3 to go.
Wait, what do you need a pearl for?
Yeah, asking it after you found him.
Well, You're not telling me the favour you want, so I'll tell you later.
It only just occurred to me, Lizette. Thank you. Digger, can you cast magic? Have you...
No, not me, not at all, no.
Insight check.
Go for it. And roll deception.
Oh,
Alright.
it's not going to be hard to beat that one.
Oh!
Well, 11 just beats a 10, so
Yeah.
yeah. Don't know why he
Alright.
wants the 100 gold pearl. Maybe he's just going to
Hmm.
sell it and earn 200 gold worth.
Maybe he just really likes pearls.
Maybe he's wearing jewelry. I don't judge. Is he wearing jewelry?
Maybe he's making a
Yes,
necklace.
he is. He's wearing a ring. There you go.
Got a single magic ring.
All right. With your 7 to investigate, you go to the first place that crosses your mind where supplies generally are, and you ask around in there, and when you mention healing potions, they just shake their head and say, "We cleaned out yesterday."
Hmm.
All right. I'm assuming it's just gonna be like a normal store, so like standard inventory that you find at the PHB. Yeah.
Not everything. No, it's just a basic storeroom, so it's not got absolutely everything you can possibly think of. Is there something in particular you're looking for?
Are we still all together?
There's 2 kits I need to pick up that I don't actually have. One of them I know I'm not going to be able to get it over the counter. So I'm at some point looking to acquire a thieves kit and a disguise kit, and I do not think I'll be able to buy a thieves kit over the counter. But I'll ask him for a disguise kit, or the components I would need to make a disguise kit, like makeup, cloth, and all that kind of shit.
Is he saying this in front of the party?
No, I'm saying this
Oh.
is the vendor.
Okay, well, never mind.
So we're not together at this point?
No, you
I'd
are
say
if
you're
you're
all
with me.
together. Yeah. I'd say you would have heard him asking for those things.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sus up, are you? She's getting nuts at him.
What do you
What do you
mean?
need a disguise kit for?
I look and just go, dude, I'm just getting some fucking supplies, mate.
Hey, if you need a disguise kit, I'm just gonna pull out mine and go, you can just borrow mine. I ain't using it much these days anyway.
Okay, I'll grab that and I'll pop it in my pack.
And when you mention thieves kit, he just holds a hand up and says, "Not my purview."
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. Do you know who would or might have stock of healing potions or such at this point?
Most of those would be reserved for the healing, you see.
Most
Maybe
of them.
if you ask around, but I can't promise there'll be any spare.
Fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
Is there like a hospital or an infirmary nearby?
There is a infirmary.
Or like one for the city, or?
There is, yes, in the middle city. If you looking you up and down, sort of taking notes that you're not exactly dressed in royal or even noble garb.
Nope.
Well, yes, you should probably find it easy.
Cool.
Straight into the middle of town. Take the path directly to the center.
Ah, yes. Thank you. You wouldn't happen to have any like components for a herbalism kit, would you?
Components for a herbalism kit. We don't sell the components, but we do sell the herbalism kit itself.
Oh, cool. I will try and pick one of those up.
Sorry, clean out.
Oh, okay.
Waiting for more supplies. Should be here in about 3 weeks.
Alright. Well, thank you.
Anything else I can help you gentlemen with?
I just need arrows now.
I have got a bundle here. Should you
Oh.
want some?
I just need 9.
I only sell them in lots of 20.
Okay, I'll pay the whole 20.
Okay. Hands them over.
Cool.
They are... Trying to confirm the price. I think it's like 1 gold.
1 go. Here you go.
You're most kind. Anything else I can do for your raggedy bunch?
It's me done.
As you all start to step back, Panic Hansen just steps forward, and the man has to sort of stoop over the counter to look down and see him. And you don't hear what he asks for, but the man turns around and eventually comes back, hands something over the counter in a bag. So where are you headed now?
If nobody has any objections and nobody has anywhere else I want to go, I'll follow the summons to the palace.
I'm not gonna keep chasing after your potions.
Oh well, if realistically, AWOL is right on the money that they're going to be sold out in most places, and unless we can get some from like the Dark Lantern storerooms, I don't think we're going to get any.
Yeah.
Go see the king, I guess.
Yes, seeing the king would be our highest priority, I think. We should probably get that pardon in writing.
Yes.
Sorry, what did you say? I'm joking.
Before we wander the city.
Oh, what's the worst that could happen?
I mean, for shits and gigs, we could just leave again. That was the original. I'm kidding. Let's go.
There's only one problem with that. We're on a floating island. It's a little hard to get out.
Oh, getting out is easy. It's surviving that. It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, none of us can fly.
No.
Alright, so you make your way into the throne room where everything has been cleaned up from the previous day. The 2 guards who were slain have been taken away. Any remnants of their life blood has been cleaned up. And the king sits you down. Actually kneels you down. Not as a request, just as formality. And he walks forward to stand in front of you. Pauses for effect before gesturing Rilken forward. And Rilken holds open a scroll and begins to read. His Royal Majesty, King Dorian of Breland, officially pardons the members of this here party, comprising of, and he lists all of your names, before rolling it up and then handing it over to whoever will reach for it.
Who's reaching for it?
Who's he directly in front of? Can be in front of all of us.
After a brief moment, the king sort of
Actually, like, put my hand out and I actually push Lizette forward.
Yes.
Ugh. Frick. Alright, I'll grab it.
Okay. The king offers gestures for you to stand up, and he looks in your direction, Margot.
Hmm.
Margot, your time in service has been brief, but honourable. I wish to give you an ultimatum. Stay and continue in service of the Dark Lanterns, my personal guard. Or go with my thanks and with honours.
Oh, my liege, that's a very generous offer. I'll need some time to think if that's okay.
Normally I would say that is perfectly fine. But I believe you are setting off today. Is that not correct?
I look at the group again. Yes, it was the plan, and I do have things I need to take care of. I just wish I had more time to think of it. I'm sorry, my lord. I cannot take you up on your offer. I need to depart.
He smiles briefly as if he knew already, before settling his hand on your shoulder. Be careful of that axe. I sense it has something it wants. That said, I couldn't imagine it in a better pair of hands.
Thank you, sir.
If you do return to Root, I welcome you to stay within the palace itself.
You honor me, sir. Thank you.
That offer extends to all of you. Have you all decided on a name? You see as Panicanson reaches out a little notebook casually and is ready to write something down.
Oh,
Not as yet, my lord. Maybe the next stage of our journey will give us inspiration.
Sal gets his voice into his head. No one else hears it, just Sal does. And he just goes, "Oh, about the Wasteland Warriors."
Sal is going to look very confused and look around the throne room.
He's getting a side eye. Like I'm not looking directly at him because I'm still paying respects to the king, but you'll be getting the side eye like it's from me, and I'll give you the wink if you look
I
over.
didn't see it.
Rip.
Well, whatever you do decide to call yourselves, I'm sure it will bring honor to you all.
King Dorian, what of the prince?
The prince has been taken to seek help.
You believe he'll
Forgive
be
me, I
alright?
cannot tell you where
Okay.
for security reasons. I'm sure you'll understand.
Understood.
So where are you heading off first?
Uh, we're we're heading to the Mournland.
You see Rilken stiffen, but the king does not make any sort of flinching movement. And why are you heading in there?
I asked that same question.
I need to acquire something. It's been something I've been doing for a while. It's an artifact that I need to take care of. And I look over towards oh, God, for the life of me, I can't think of fucking Jack's character's name off the top of my head. It just fucking eludes me.
Dardalian.
Dardalian. I look at Dardalian and go, and I believe this one also here has some business. And as I spin around, I don't think Jarko's ever mentioned he needs to go to the Moorland to me. So I'll motion the group and go, but most of them are fine to help.
I think last night you would have heard me say that I'd like to be there too.
We haven't said that you have something to do that. You just said that you're happy to go there.
Okay.
Well, if you do go in and you find anything, let me know.
What are you after?
Nothing in particular. There are rumors, of course, of many relics. But it's also quite a dangerous place, so I cannot afford to send somebody in there. But I do know that there are groups that head in from time to time. Relic hunters and the like. It's not many that return, I'm afraid. It's only the best of the best that do. Keep your wits about you.
I like to think you're looking at the best, sir, so...
Yes, perhaps. He says it with the slightest bit of a doubt, but not in an offensive way. More just as in caution.
Yeah, luck doesn't seem to really follow us around a whole lot.
Okay.
Will you have my leave? And at this point, Rilken sort of clears his throat. And the king says, "Oh, yes, wait. 1 second." And he turns around, grabs a parcel, picks it up, and hands it out towards you. These are my personal reserve.
Ooh.
Use them wisely.
I step up and I accept the package. Is there anything to indicate what on the package what it is?
Only that when you pick it up, there is a clinking sound.
Thank you, my lord. I move it back to the spot and then proceed to kneel again.
And as you turn and take your leave, you head out, and Panikanzen says, "So, we taking my aerocopter?"
If that is all right, my friend.
Wouldn't it be faster to put the copter on the lightning rail? Can it fit?
No, it does not fit on the lightning rail, I'm afraid. Not unless I have a previous booking. They've done it once before when it was delivered to me. But they usually... I tried one other time and they said no. It was too much work without prior warning.
What's in the package, Agog?
Also, wouldn't be free to.
I haven't opened it yet.
It's too bad we don't just happen to have the king's favor right now. I'm sure he could pull some strings. Where's Wilkin? Maybe we can ask him.
Couldn't have done this like literally 5 minutes ago when we were in there.
Nobody mentioned how we're going to get there. Because you said it was going to take a month to get to the Mournland?
Journey time?
Yes. Penakansan, you said a month? Flight time?
I think it's about a month, yes.
It's
But we'll
not
have to
like
make plenty of stops. I've never flown that far in one journey.
You said you went from Drome to Kabara.
He went around the Mournland
Yeah,
and he
he-
stopped like multiple times.
Yeah.
So we're en route at the moment, correct?
Which was only
Yeah.
a couple of months, so should be a lot shorter just going straight to the Mournland.
How
If
how long would, going along AY's line of thinking, how long would it take to get to Vatharond on the lightning rail?
On the lightning rail?
Yeah.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Woo!
Talk about yourselves, let me find this
Calculations.
out.
Okay.
No, actually, it'll only take a week tops. I think it's like a day or two. Because it took us a day to get from Rote to the Sword Keep.
Mm. Yeah.
Sticker still looking at this package with amazing curiosity, just because
I'll open it in a minute, my man. Just give me
It's
a
like-
sec.
like if there's a package, it has to be opened.
You could probably get about 240 kilometers, 240 miles a day if it travels for 8 hours a day before resting.
And how long? 240 miles, you said?
In a day.
Alright. How far can the gyrocopter get us in a day?
So it's about 870 miles to get to Vatharond. So you're looking in the
3.5
vicinity.
days.
Yeah.
I think, and we can't get will the gyrocopter disassemble and fit on the back of the lightning rail?
It will not.
But it can be done.
Can't we just put a fucking tow rope on it?
Oh, what's that?
I don't. A tow rope? You're going to dangle it on the back of it? Look, if we're going to that direction, I insist that we stop at Starileska and we stop at New Siri first. And then we can take the gyrocopter from there.
Mm.
I'm sure we can speak with Rilkin or the king and try and arrange some favor with the House Orland and their lightning rounds to try and arrange the transportation of this gyrocopter.
Rowan's gonna ask the gnome. You said it was delivered to you on the lightning rail, yes?
It was delivered on the lightning rail. Yes, that was before it was packaged and built.
So,
It
so-
came in pieces.
If you
What if it
flew
was-
it, and we had a guide rope from the back of the train to your gyrocopter, would pulling it while it's in the air increase its speed, like a, I don't know, like a bird gliding?
I probably would not recommend it if there was anything in the way, say, branches, bridges, trees, anything like that, or any sort of obstacle, I would not be able to avoid it.
What
And
if
if
it
I
was?
choose, and if I did that with the engines on, then they would more than likely overload.
What if it was only partially disassembled?
I don't know that I understand. The width of my aerocopter is wider than the tracks itself. It kind of needs to be broken down into very small pieces to actually be transported that way.
Mm.
If anyone knew someone with magic that could make things bigger or smaller.
We know someone like that?
Well, let me read let me read something.
Well, actually, funny you should mention that. There is someone here that can do that.
Ant-Man.
If you guys are willing, I know this is a gamble, but what we could do, let me just read it, make sure I'm reading this correctly. I have the possibility, and I say this is like the absolute, like most, like, you know, no guarantee. I have the possibility of possibly teleporting us there, but there is a chance we need to spend one day or one night in a different plane if it doesn't work.
Last time we did that, we time
We
skipped
lost 5 years. Yeah. I know. I'm with Lizette right here. No.
Does this
What?
You know what a crazy idea I've got is
What magic
this is
did
a
you use
crazy
last time?
I'm not sure exactly.
It wasn't really us.
Does this involve portals?
Because
Yes.
I pull the axe off my back, give it a swirl, and go, because this has the ability to plane shift us.
No offense, Captain. I don't know who's going to pop up. No offense, Captain, but it is also making you travel to the
You don't know that.
chasm. Oh,
You don't
shit.
know that.
I'd say we could guess that,
Fuck,
judging by the fact
yeah.
that the king said there was a problem, that it wanted things, and then you.
No, but to be fair, you would not know that this axe is doing
No,
this.
that is a good point. Yeah, yeah. All he knows is that you suddenly have the.
I suddenly want to go there. That's all you know.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay. Yeah.
The king
Massive
said
That's
out
that is
loud.
a fair point. I do apologize. I take that back.
No, I understand what the king said, anyway, but you wouldn't know that I'm under the effect of a spell. You wouldn't know
No,
that.
Yeah.
I don't know you're under the effect of a spell. No.
We just think you're being very strange.
I mean, no. Everyone seems strange.
Oh yeah, that's a fair point.
Why don't we just fly there? Why is everyone in such a huge rush to get there?
It's a month.
It's a month.
I'm sorry, did you have something to do next week?
Well, we are also supposed to be trying to help the king's nephew, and
I
that
thought
help
you
is in
said-
the opposite direction.
You don't
Wasn't
know
he
where
getting
he
someone
went.
else?
Sorry, Sticks?
You don't know where he went. The king told you.
He's
And
been dealt with.
I'm not 100%. And I look around, make sure no guards are listening. No one else is listening. Is anyone in earshot?
Make a quick perception check. No, it looks like you're pretty much fine. No one's around you.
I'm not sure I'm 100% trusting. The king may may or may not have the right ideas in mind, but don't trust people below him.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the clergy of the Silver Flame yesterday, Didalian.
Yes.
So let's
Not
do this
exactly that.
errand for the good captain here. And then when we're done, we'll head to Drome and make sure that talk to the Drome and see whether they've sent somebody or not.
Yes.
Mm.
Or at the very least, organize someone else who can come and have a look, because he just, and as you mentioned, the Silver Flame, you just see this like look of just not exactly contempt, but just like, oh god, they're fucking idiots across his face. I have a feeling they're going to get in the way of anything that happens.
Hopefully not. They seem to be the only people to keep whatever it is held at bay. No.
That's well and good, but in terms of other things, if they cannot figure out that there is something else wrong with the boy, then he just shrugs and sort of goes back to sorting things out in his pack, like restacking things.
Does a gyrocopter fit on an airship?
I believe it could if the airship was big enough. It could actually be towed by an airship.
Does
Even
it
at the
move
heights.
at,
Sorry, you go.
does it move at the same speed as an airship?
Mine does turn to travel there or thereabouts. Depends on the airship.
Okay.
If you get one of those models with the 4 engines, then you'll get a lot faster to your destination. Especially if you put up the Spinnaker sail at the same time.
I don't know if anyone would be willing to fucking go to the Moonland though, not for a low price.
Sal, you mentioned going to New Theory. How long would it take to get there in the gyrocopter? It's like 600 miles.
Is that the better part of a month?
600 miles I can probably do maybe in about 2.5 weeks.
Okay. And if we're on the train,
Maybe
that's like
2
3
weeks
days.
if we get the good breeze.
If you didn't have to stop, or do you need to refuel it?
Not so much about refueling, it's about getting sleep.
Okay, and what if there was someone else on there who was willing to learn?
That's all well and good, however, it does not take just a short few hours to learn. I went through flight school.
Fair enough.
Spent 3 months at flight school.
Fair enough then.
They have a
Where'd you go to
school
flight
for flying?
Yeah, where's that?
There's a few places around, actually. Most of the capital cities operate.
That's cool.
But you're only as good as your crew. And in this case, I don't need a crew, so I can get away with making the odd mistake. Don't worry. I can see the worried look on your faces. I don't make mistakes. It's just an expression. So which way shall we go?
Like, if we did choose, like, to go via lightning rail, are you happy just to leave your gyrocopter en route?
If we were going to Lightning Rail, he would need to come with us, man.
I think he wants to come with us.
I do. I'm telling your story.
Yeah.
This will be my exclusive, right? We had a deal.
Yes, we do.
He looks a little more relieved at that. Well, I tell you
So-
what. What if we started going in the helicopter, and if you had a change of heart, we can always land and decide a new way.
Maybe a case of like taking the gyrocopter to like New Siri or Staleska. Then we catch a train into the Mournland area, like right up close to it or whatever.
Sal, you would also know that there's no trains that continue into Mornland. So,
Like they only go to Vatheron.
and
Yeah.
while there was a path once, the train line has since been destroyed. And even if it had existed, there's going to be no train drivers that are going to take you through Mornland.
Yep. Vatheron would be the closest we can get with a lightning rail. From there, we'd have to travel either on foot or by horse.
We could get a cart or two.
Don't expect to get that one back. See. All right. Hang on. If we're going to New Siri, we do need to find the market because I'm going to need a book. So if I'm going to survive 2.5 weeks with you lot stuck on a gyrocopter, I'm going to need something to entertain me. Otherwise, I am going to be killing all of you.
That's probably
could
not
try
a
and-
bad idea. I do carry some reading material on board. You can always read through my articles.
Actually, that is a good point. I need to read the article from yesterday. You can hand me that later.
He nods. Which way are you
So
walking
do I-
at the moment? Which way are you headed?
I'd like to try and get to the hospital if anyone wants to go there with me.
Where's the main market in Road?
You'd be able to find it in the center of town.
Then I guess we're heading to the center of town because the hospital's that way, isn't it?
Somewhere in the center, yeah.
After a while, you do make it to the center of town, and you see the damage that is done. There are multiple buildings that have their roofs caved in, windows blown out, gardens torn up. Some of the roads are covered in debris, and you see squads of Rotians moving about, cleaning up the mess. Some guards are out helping as well. And there are some who are using magical abilities to help cart the debris around, pick things up that are seemingly too heavy for even a couple of people. But they all seem pretty busy and somewhat positive despite the damage that has been done not only to the buildings and the city itself, but also through the loss of life that has happened and the people that are now missing. And eventually, probably about 11 o'clock, getting closer to lunchtime, you do find your way into the market, and you see off in the distance the infirmary, which right now seems to have a lot of people. It's very busy.
Hmm. I just want to go and see if there's anyone there that needs help. Yeah, tell that to the group.
Wait, what?
I'm just wanting to see if I can help out at the hospital. And yeah, I'm just gonna start heading that direction.
Okay.
All right. Well, Sigga, could you at least give us your shopping list? We're gonna go for the market. You go help this, and when you get back, we'll head off and leave the city on a
healing
very,
potion,
very long trip.
healing potions, and a herbalism kit.
Healing potions, herbalism. Gotcha.
That's me. But yeah, I don't know if we'll even find any of those in the city. So
All right. You head over towards the infirmary while the rest of the group continues to look around the market. Margok, in the bag you are holding, it's decently heavy, and there was that clinking sound. Your mind immediately thinks that it's coin, but there's something else in there, not just coin. You there, comic?
Oh yes, what's up? So I'm trying to.
box.
Oh, fine. I'm gonna open the package that was given to me that clinks from the private reserve.
Wine bottles.
I'm expecting fucking vinegar.
All right. You open it up, and you see a number of potion bottles, and there is coin as well.
Ooh.
It's a decent amount of coin. You expect, and it's not shiny yellow. It's more of a white silver. Platinum.
Okay.
You estimate that it's probably around about 500 platinum,
Mm.
Oh, fucking what?
and there is 4 superior health potions.
Mm. The Superiors are 88, aren't they?
Yes.
Oh, jeez Louise.
Well,
Man.
8d4 plus 8.
Yeah, 84 plus 8, sorry. I look down at just at the box, I open it. I look up and just go, and I place it on the ground and go, all right.
You placing this on the ground in the middle of the market?
No. Oh, yes.
Setting up shop.
Fucking crazy.
I'm gonna turn
Put that shit
around.
up.
I'm gonna motion to fucking Ronan. Is it Rowan? Rowan.
Rolling, yeah.
Grab the pack and just like literally like pull the 4 bottles out and just pour the container of like platinum into the bag.
All right.
And then I'll grab the potions and I'll hand one to Sal, one to Stigger, one to Dragon, and one to Rowan.
The superior, you said?
Superior.
Oh, thank you.
Yep.
Thanks.
Are you able to make that note on her sheet, Jack?
Yeah,
I'm-
I'm doing it right now.
I'm actually just giving you a handout to put all this on.
So yeah, the pack has 5,000 platinum for now. We'll divvy it up later.
Like how you've just put 5,000 out of character, out of game. You just put 5,000 plat into a bag that may not give it back to us.
I don't know that.
I just like more the fact he's doing it in the middle of the marketplace where there could be like
Yeah.
half a dozen thieves now looking at it. It's like, well, we know who we're targeting now.
Everyone just stops to see all this platinum being poured into a bag.
Actually, I'm going to look around and see if anyone was watching that. Because
All right. Make a perception
God.
check.
I'm not very perceptive, so come on.
You got this.
Okay, there is a handout now under the bag of holding subfolder that you can edit.
Yeah.
You have a look around. There's a few people who kind of just glance in your direction. Just strange seeing a group sort of all squatting down on the ground in a circle looking at something. But most of them are too busy to really pay too much of attention.
Fun times. Well, hopefully no one saw or heard, because that would have made
said
a
it
bit
was-
of noise.
You said it was 5,000 plat, was it?
500 plat.
500 plat.
Which is what, 5,000 gold?
Yep. So as you are doing this, as Stigger heads towards the infirmary, you see a number of doctors all wearing their plague masks. Not necessarily because of disease, but they're just used to something that they use, especially around open wounds and injuries, avoiding contamination.
I will pull mine out and put mine on, except it's not exactly a plague mask. It's something similar.
And where are you heading?
I am in particular looking for people that are probably in the same similar state to like the prince, or like comatose, and just I want to go to like the area where they would probably be at.
So you're trying to find those who are either
Severely
getting
impaired.
the most attention or the least attention, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, the infirmary is kind of in a triage situation. There are
Yeah.
beds being pulled out and created from just about anything. All sorts of different levels of injury, from broken bones to scratches and bruises and scrapes. You do see the odd person that's got something sticking out of them, like a piece of debris has managed to lodge itself through the side of one person and protrudes completely out the back. There's one or two who have had their arms or legs dismembered, and right down the back you can see a few who are in an even worse condition. They're pretty much being left alone, with only just one nurse wandering around. Not much they can do for them. They've done everything they can. It's up to them and their own stamina, their own willingness to pull through. All magics and medicinary processes have been used to try and help these people, but they're kind of on the category of, we could waste more on these people than we have available, when that could be better used for people who we can save.
So how many did you say, sort of thing, or just a lot, or
There's a few people in here, yes.
just a few? Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna kind of make my way in there and have a look at the individuals and see what kind of state they are in.
Make a medicine check. You have a look through the few that are here. There's one who seems very, very much like he's taking his last breaths. There is a woman who has her neck bandaged up and a red stain on the bandage, with a bandage wrapped around her head at the same time, also with a red stain. there is a smaller humanoid, perhaps a dwarf. He seems to be missing both legs and one arm, and is breathing kind of ragged. And there is one other, a child, who the nurse is currently looking at. Seems to be breathing with a lot of difficulty.
And with that kind of a medicine check, would I be able to sort of deduce what am I trying to say?
How far gone are they?
Yeah.
With that 25, they're all in states of, if something could be done right now, each of them could be saved. Some of them may survive on their own, but they're not going to have the same lives that they had before. But no one's in any worse or better condition than the other when it comes to their prospects.
Yeah.
it-
Would they be counted as like 0 HP at this point, or no? I'm just wondering.
It's not so much about HP. It's about their
The state that they're in.
ability to survive.
Yeah.
You could
Okay,
pump. You
well-
could pump a bunch of HP into something that doesn't have the necessary features to support life.
Yeah. Well, Sticker's going to look towards the bow, and he's like going to be like, "You wanted freedom. Maybe we can help someone in the process." And he's going to go for the kid first and just walk up, put his hand on the bow, and then place a hand on the kid and expend a charge. And cast a lesser restoration and see what happens.
Okay. Doesn't seem to have too much effect. There is no disease here that needs to be removed. This is more about physical damage that has happened.
Just need to look something up.
It's more of a sense.
Okay, yeah.
It's more of a sense of there is something medically wrong that needs time to heal. But he's fighting for survival at the same time.
Yeah.
I'll say with the 25, it looks as though he has internal injuries. The dark patches on his torso kind of give that away.
Yeah. Would Would a greater restoration be able to do anything for this?
Do you have access to that?
Yes.
Pop the spell card in. Hang on, let me look. Oh,
I don't have the spell card because it's part of the boat.
What spell card do you need? I might have it.
I've got it.
Greater restoration.
I've got
You
it.
Great.
wouldn't have that at level 10, but you're right. The bow says 4 charges to cast Greater Restoration.
Yes.
I don't know, maybe you do. Oh, it's a level 5 spell, never mind. I think it was 7.
I would say that spell is strong enough to do so.
Yeah.
It can pretty much reverse any condition. You
All
also
right.
need to have the gold worth of diamonds.
Do I need that if it's part of the bow's charges?
Yes.
Okay. How much? Oh, it's diamonds.
100
Diamond
gold
dust.
worth of diamond dust.
Well, looks like I need to go find some diamond dust. I will go looking for that, and then I'm gonna try and come back.
And what are the rest of you doing at the moment?
Wondering where the fuck he ran off to?
We know where he went to. He went to the hospital.
Yeah, he just beelined him and it's like, I thought we were organising transport. Anyway,
I said I was gonna go help some people at the hospital quickly.
I'll look over towards Sal and go, so what's your plan for this? What do you think's the best route to get there?
I don't know how... DM, would I know how the gyrocopter would fare in the Mournland?
Roll an intelligence check.
22.
You've not seen any activity other than on foot enter or leave the Mournland. That's not to say that it couldn't. It's more just to say that people don't. But you have heard of stories from those who have survived the Mournland that their magic is unreliable. So a craft that is powered by some sort of magical ability is probably going to struggle.
I was going to say I wouldn't have just heard stories. I would have actually experienced it.
Yeah. So it's not so much only that it's not so much that it couldn't work, it's that it might have troubles. It could have power outages at any moment. Spikes, surges. The cataclysm that affected Siri and turned it into the Maudland has had devastating effects. And some of those effects are the impacts to magic.
Then I would suggest that we go into the Mournland on foot. I did mention before that magic is unstable. It's sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. Being on a flying device where it could basically fall out of the sky at any possible moment, not exactly advisable. So if we're going to leave it somewhere, we either fly to New Siri, take transportation from there, or we take the sky rail, the lightning rail the entire way.
I think honestly, lightning rail is going to be the best way.
Yeah. I would like to go to Nusiri, as I said, but I understand if we just take the lightning rail straight to Vatharond, and we go in on foot or by cart from there. And we take supplies because, again, magics may or may not help us.
And I was going to add something else to that for you, Sue Sal, but a joke that just popped up on my screen is worth this because it's a good segue. How do you know that a tavern is run by a warlock? It's always packed.
Oh, get off it!
Oh, Christ.
How much psychic damage do we take?
I think
The
it's
other,
exactly what.
with the 22 intelligence roll, you have experienced people telling you firsthand that their magic was fine. It had no issue. But you knew them to be those that did not get their magical abilities from normal places.
Define normal places. What on earth is a normal place where you get magic?
Well, it's not from the world around you. It's not from... What are you doing, Sticker? Just killing
Dying from
yourself on the screen.
Dying from psychic damage.
The effects are permanent. Like, it's not from innate sources, and it's not from items, because items have also proven to be unreliable. It seems to be like those who call themselves warlocks, who derive their power directly from their patrons. They seem to have a bit more cut through in the area, like they are less affected by the cataclysm.
I have no idea how Sal would even communicate that.
It may not have to. You may just understand that yourself.
You know what? Sal's not going to mention that because I need to work out how on earth I'm going to phrase that, and I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to say, I think our best bet is to get to Vatharon and go in by foot. As much as I would like to see how that gyrocopter goes, a month is a long time.
Mm-hmm.
You also wouldn't know how affected it might be by the Mournland itself, whether for good or ill.
No. That being said, I've heard stories of people that were unaffected. I'd have to chase that up. I'll talk to Panakinia, see what he says.
Panakanjan is still with you, so if there's something
Bah!
specifically...
So-
Sort of just tugs on your shirt a little bit. Something you wanted?
Right. Sorry, I keep forgetting you're there. What magic powers your gyrocopter?
For mine? Mine is mechanical. Mine is not
Sure?
powered by anything magical. I sit at the pedals and pedal. And it spins some blades on top. And supported by sails.
Wait, it's powered by pedal power?
Yes. That's why I need rest.
Too bad I couldn't.
Hang on. Wait. So you pedal and it goes forward and up.
Yes. I have other
Is
controls
the
as well.
is the driving controls able to be separated from the pedaling controls?
Not really, no. It's kind of designed that it's all used by one person.
What's your thought there?
If we could get
Taste on it.
somebody would pedal faster,
I mean, that's possible, he speaks up. I have only little legs.
because that way you could fly, but one of us could pedal. Would that make the gyrocopter faster?
Theoretically, it's possible, yeah. I can only pedal so fast, so I've only really ever gone up to a certain speed. I haven't tried it out first, faster than that.
So you want me to rage pedal?
No. I want Stiger to pedal.
Yeah, okay, I get it. That's gold.
It's
I
possible.
mean, obviously, we'd have to ask him. I want to see this happen. Science must happen. What would you need to do this? Let's do this.
Well, the controls are mostly made for me, so they're kind of smaller than most things. So if you found a way to increase the length of the... If you want somebody pedaling,
Somebody else pedaling and you controlling.
maybe we don't need to change anything. If you guys were okay with me sitting in one of your laps,
Oh, AFK for a second.
I could possibly still control the controls while the other person pedals.
I think we can make this happen.
Rowan's gonna go. Or if it's needed, I can build something to make it longer.
I mean, we could use a bigger seat. If we're going to be sitting together, two on the seat, we might need a longer seat. Maybe more of a bench. Perhaps you can help with that?
Yeah,
I think we can all collaborate, as well as the person who I really want to ask, but she's not here, so because she still hasn't introduced herself. I'm gonna have to do some time warp back at some point.
Yep.
You mean
But
Rowan?
I'm sure we can collaborate and make it.
We're gonna do the time warp again, are we?
Oh God.
I refuse to sing it. No.
That's just a step to the left.
Oh man.
So, are we doing this? We getting some paths, or
Yeah.
We're doing this.
all right?
To the market. We'll ask Sticker for permission later. He's fine.
Mm.
We'll probably be coming back soon after this.
Okay. And you meet up with Stiger on your wanders around the market. Stiger, you catch up with them pretty easy.
Mhm.
Doesn't look like they're
Okay,
pretty gone so
perfect.
far.
And like Sal runs up, and it's just like he's just like measuring Stiger.
Sticker's just taking off his plague mask and putting it back in his bag.
Walk behind him, just measure width, measure his foot length.
Wait, what are you
Measures
doing? What?
Science.
Science? Science for what?
We're making you an engine. Yeah, I
Uh,
think this can work.
an engine for me, or what?
No, for the gyrocopter, so you can fly. Or so we
Right.
can fly.
I mean, technically, he's never moving, so he's feeling agility to keep fucking popping up.
Wait, what?
I'm not even going to explain. I'm just going to get the measurements and then run off again.
Okay. I'm looking for diamond dust now as well. That's on my shopping list.
Just a quick question for everyone. If you're not in combat and you need something that it comes up at the end of your turn, is it still like 6 seconds?
What do you mean?
Well, say if I hasted him and then the haste wore off, would it take 6 seconds for him being
Yeah.
stunned and then?
Yes, it would. And just on that, give me an Arcana check. Lisette?
Hey, you'd haste and then you'd fall out of the sky for 6 seconds.
And then rehaste you.
Ah!
Just an idea.
So you're doing the math in your head, and you're like, okay, so if Sticker's going to do the pedaling, there's a good chance he's going to be able to pedal probably twice as fast as Panikanzen. That might speed up the journey if Sticker can keep it up the entire way, because obviously pedaling faster may, like, if he really got into it, it might mean his stamina draws a little bit more. Maybe he has to have more rests, but potentially could speed up the journey by a week, maybe 2 weeks if somehow he's able to keep that up. If you were to throw a haste on him as well, might be able to squeeze an extra week out of it. So you could maybe do the journey in a week. It's just a problem of whether or not Sticker would be able to walk after it.
Yes. So
You said,
get
get me
the-
some
get the
diamond
math around
dust.
in a
I'll cast
week.
Greater Restoration on him after it.
While I'm thinking of this stuff, if anyone's paying attention, I just have like the most evilest grin on my face as I'm walking along.
Looks like I'm going to need regeneration on feet.
Yeah. It's okay. There's a cleric in the party. You'll fine.
Look, I'm sorry. Chaka,
Sorry, I
I'm
can pull
sorry,
them off
but
as well.
yes, the lightning rail would be more practical and get us there quicker. But this has to happen.
Oh,
Yeah.
this sounds amazing, but oh, fire up.
So your supplies, what are you exactly looking for?
So we had diamond dust, healing potions, herbalism kit, reading material, just rations, and water.
And Dardalian would like to find either here or perhaps when we get to Vathrund, actually, it might be easier, but he would like to find somewhere a large diamond.
Wait, did you just say you want to go buy water?
Right, I can't keep forgetting who we're with. Never mind.
Yeah.
I mean,
Say
I'll
that
stop
in front of
there
the
for
ice
Queen
mage.
herself.
Say that in front of the ice mage. You're just like, you fucking what?
Shh, Lizette, science.
All right. You find those things fairly easily for the generic stuff. Go ahead and give me an investigation check for the diamonds and diamond dust.
Station 12 for me.
Are we all looking for this stuff? Like, is this a
Or
group effort?
whoever's looking for the diamonds and diamond dust.
Yeah, I would like some diamond dust as well. But
No,
I'd
I'm not
say
into
Rowan would
drugs.
probably be looking as well, so you can probably roll hers.
yeah.
And if Stigger's looking,
Investigation.
Oh, am I looking?
10 from Rowan.
if you
Investigation's
don't
pretty
want
crap
diamond
now.
dust, you don't have to roll.
Sal's not actively looking, but he's just like he's not. He doesn't want it himself, but if he finds a place, he's just gonna, as he's running past, he's just like, "Hey, found over there or something," and then keeps going.
So
Dallin, where's that place you got diamond dust last time?
Oh, I got diamonds, not diamond dust.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he only had diamonds. I don't think he had the dust. There was a gem trader who could probably grind them down, but whether or not they're still alive or able to work currently is a completely different thing.
Yeah.
I just need. I would like to find a large diamond to lessen the chances of perhaps not being able to bring one of you back, but perhaps when we get to Vathrand, I should be able to find one there, hopefully.
So, Dardalian, Rowan, and Stigger, you wander around and you have a very specific purpose, but for every stall that you go into, as soon as you mention gems or gem dust, the shopkeepers just sort of shake their head and shrug. They don't seem to have any idea when their next shipment's coming in. They don't have any on hand right now, or at least that they're willing to sell you. But Sal, you go through and you do see somebody who does have a collection of jewellery, and you do note that at least a couple of the jewellery pieces, earrings, necklaces, do have diamonds, but it's not one big diamond, and they are small diamonds. They're not dust.
Sal's gonna note where the stall is, and as he passes the three people that are looking for diamond dust, is going to mention the stall and keep going. Not sure if it's right. It's right for your purposes, but if you go down that way, hang a left, stall, second stall down there, kind of the weird awning. They've got some diamonds in some jewelries that you might be able to use for your purposes.
Thank you.
What do we need to actually turn diamonds into dust?
Would be
What?
specialized jewelers gear.
Yeah.
Big hammer.
You might lose more than you gain out of a big hammer.
The mortar and pestil's not really for that.
You would destroy the mortar and pestle first, friend.
Yeah, it'll just wreck it.
Yeah, you would need a jeweler's kit and somebody proficient with it.
Yeah.
Do you head down to the stall that Sal pointed out?
Yep.
You go in there and you do see the jewelry that is there. Various pieces. It does look like you could potentially get a couple of $100 gold worth out of these jewels. But you'd have to find some way to grind them down.
Being a jewelry stall, do they have a jeweler's kit?
You could ask. Make a charisma check.
Even guidance on it.
Charisma check.
Fuck. Oh man.
Guidance wasn't open.
Roll the
Give me the
guidance anyway.
fucking- Give me the fucking kit.
You're rolling your d4.
Oh,
You can still roll it.
Roll it.
It's
I roll that. Okay. D4.
probably not going to help with that one, but
5.
you go in there and
I'm kind of panicking at this point because it's taking so long.
And there's something seedy about the way you do it. It's like you're grabbing handfuls of the jewels, looking at them. You're not really inspecting pieces like they're pieces of art and beauty. You're kind of just grabbing them like, I've got these handfuls of jewels in my hands and I'm looking for something particular. But it looks as if you're potentially a little shady, and the woman gets a little suspicious, and she starts to call the guard.
I don't know. I got a handful of.
You have a handful of
jewelry.
jewels in your hand,
I
asking
walk
for
over
a
to
bigger
the-
jewels or a jeweler's kit, and you have all of this in your hands.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put it down on the counter and be like, I need these diamonds for helping, and there's no diamonds left in the city. I don't know, specifically, we need diamond dust, but these just aren't working. Like,
Dardalian's gonna go up next to him. Say, Madam, I do apologize for my friend. We're trying to heal someone, and he's taking it a little bit. He's taking it a bit hard. I apologize for how he's acting.
Yes, everybody seems to be trying to heal somebody around here today.
Yes. Yes, I'm sorry for our actions. It's just yes.
you see that the city's done, like what it looks like out there.
But as she
It's a war zone.
reaches under the table, you see her grab hold of a small pistol, and she reaches forward to take the jewels off you. She says, "Well, this is not the way to go about it, even if I believed you. How about you just leave? Leave these behind and get out of here."
Of course,
Guards!
madam. That won't be necessary. I'll help him out of here. My apologies for the actions. And he's gonna take one of the like not out of like his coin pouch, but out of like another pouch inside his satchel. He's gonna like just slide one of, because he's still got like 54 of the marked gold left because he never spent it all. So he's just gonna slide like one of those across the counter as like an apology, and then just sort of lead Stigger out.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh fuck! This is not gonna end well.
This is all just on the
myself.
back of the nat one, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Are you guiding yourself? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
She reaches forward, takes hold of the one gold, and then turns her hand upward.
Upwards as in like...
As in, she's waiting for more.
Okay, he'll slide like another 3 over.
She weighs them up in the hands. And she says, "How many more of these you got?"
Not many. Not many, but we both know what they're worth.
How many's not many?
Not many.
Well,
Send specifically King's Gold.
Yeah, the
Yes.
King's Gold, yeah.
Yeah.
if you had enough of these, I might be able to do something for you.
How much is enough?
Much you
too
got.
much. He just looks at her like a... 10.
Shakes her head. Not quite enough, I'm afraid.
Oh well. Well, and 14 of the marked gold is not enough.
So first it was 4, then 10, and now 14.
You asked me how many I had left. 10 plus the 4 in your hand would be 14.
And you say you've got nothing more.
Nothing more. I have a little bit of actual gold on me, but
She looks over at you, Stigger. And nothing from you? Why would I
no,
even ask you? You just want to take.
Pull out my bag and look through it. Start just pulling stuff out. And I hold up a inert Kyber Dragon Shard.
What am I going to do with that? It's not even powered anymore.
Well, shove it back in the bag. Keep it right on you.
But before you put it away, I could possibly still use it. Could still make some jewels with it.
I'll just hand that over to her. It's like, yeah, well, as you said, it's inert. I can't do anything with it, but I thought it looked pretty.
They're usually more useful when they have their power still within them. But perhaps I can still make something out of this. So, you probably got enough here for about 400 gold. How much do you need?
And I'll just pull out 100 gold pieces as well, just normal ones, and give those to her because, like,
fuck, do you have so much money?
because I'm kind of desperate.
Yeah. I don't know, I'll go. Well, how much gold dust do you need, Stigger?
I only need 100.
100 gold dust. And you said there was about 400. All of this, and he's gonna stay true to his word and like give her 10 of the marked gold.
Mm-hmm.
And go. So he said all of this was worth about 400. Yes, madam.
You can make a persuasion check for both of you.
Myself guidance again.
Yeah, sounds about right.
15.
Yes, I think I can maybe make a number of pieces from the shards, so I'd say it's about 400 gold, yes.
Okay. And you pulled out another 100, didn't you, Stigger?
Yeah, but that was
Okay.
more of just a goodwill gesture.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Roll your persuasion at advantage with that. Stigger.
Okay.
Nice.
A little bit better.
So what is it exactly you want?
I just need 100 gold pieces of diamond dust personally, and whatever Jack wants.
Who's Jack?
Tadelia.
I was after a large diamond, but I don't think between the two of us we have enough gold for that. But I would also be grateful for about 100 gold's worth of diamond dust and perhaps 300 gold's worth of assorted diamonds.
Well, I think you've got me in at least somewhat more of a bad mood this morning. But I'll take King's gold any day. It's worth triple around here. Those gems in front of you, on the piece of jewelry. There's about 300 gold worth there.
Oh, thanks, madam. And he's going to like sort of carefully gather them up and sit them in his satchel.
And she turns and out of a drawer, you see her scooping into a small pouch, 2 small pouches, in fact. The gold dust, the diamond dust that you were both after.
Oh, okay.
Oh. All that worry for nothing.
Now, before you make me change my mind, I suggest, unless there is something else you're after, and you have more of that king's gold, my business is done.
Thank you. And Stiggy's just gonna sprint off. Thanks, Ned Elliot.
He's going to sort of just wave and bow to the lady and go, my thanks to you, madam. Some of what's happened has gotten to him a little bit.
Yes, well, we're all in the same
Thank you.
boat.
Yes, some of us take it a little bit harder than others.
So it would seem.
Is there anyone around here who has need of, He's gonna sort of tilt his head a little bit and go, is there anyone around here who has need of the services of perhaps, what's the nicest way to put it? Well, there isn't really a nice way. Gravedigger or something like that. I'm offering my services.
Don't know much about that. You'd probably have to check out the infirmary.
Fair enough. He sort of nods to her and says, well, good luck with your trade, madam, and your jewelry making. Thank you for all of this.
Good day.
He's gonna walk off with Rowan.
And soon after, you find the group again. As far as finding the other items, sorry, go.
I was just gonna say I'm just heading straight back for the kid.
Okay. As far as finding the other items, you find them fairly easily. They're pretty mundane items. It'll probably set you back a little bit of a hike at the moment because of the needs of the town, the city. And given that the number of the airships have been damaged or destroyed, it's probably going to be a little bit longer than normal for supplies to come back in. So add a 20% markup on any of the PHP prices for those items. And if you do still want the herbalism kit, that is easy enough to find. And again, still 20% markup. Healing potions, on the other hand, are pretty dry around here. Whoever's looking for healing potions, roll me a charisma check.
Oof. Fuck.
Oh.
Just quickly, because you're just going back. If you're looking for healing potions, Sal, give me a charisma check.
Clearly not looking for him.
You can go
Looking
into a
at
few
them.
places asking, and you'd expect to normally find them. But the people there are unwilling to sell them. They seem to have already orders on their stock. You do
I-
find, Lisette, though, there is one person who does seem to have a couple spare. The fee is a little bit more pricey than normal. Again, the 20% markup. However, despite the fact that they have been ordered to keep these for the needy only and not for general sale, there's something about the way you ask. It just sort of tickles them pink, and they're willing to offer them to you for 60 gold each.
I can't leverage my station during this conversation at all to lower that.
Not with your charisma check. If
Okay.
anything, that puts them off, and they
More
want to see your
expensive.
papers.
My papers?
Hmm.
Yeah, I'll pull my papers out.
How many potions do they have?
2.
Just the 2. And 60 each.
Yes, they are standard health potions.
Hmm. And the King's Gold's worth triple the amount. So if I offer 25 for the King's Gold, would they take that?
They would take that.
Oh, maybe I should have said low. I didn't even have to do a check. Oh, that's alright. I'll do that.
All right. So you can mark off. How much King's Gold have you got?
Before this, I had 310.
Okay. Then you can go ahead and mark off. It's at 40 King's Gold.
What?
Yep.
Yep, my 0 broke.
As far as showing your papers, there is as you pull it out, you suddenly remember, oh, that's right. And the king has made a signature on it with the king's stamp to show that you have been released with honors, but you no longer hold the station.
Lost. Okay.
Alright, so were they just normal potions of healing?
Yes, normal.
Alright. I'll pass them to Magog. Yeah.
I wouldn't use them, my man. That's why I gave him. That's why I gave out the other ones before.
Yeah, well, if anyone needs them.
I mark them on your sheet for now. Stigger,
Purple. Go
as
ahead.
far as casting this spell is concerned, just go ahead and give me a medicine or arcana check.
Okay. Please be high. Oh.
You go ahead and you use 4 charges, was it?
4 charges.
And you watch as the diamond dust that you've just purchased starts to evaporate. And you watch as the bruising starts to fade. And the grey skin colour starts to pinkish up. That's not even a word, but it starts to become more pink. And
She's just gonna like sigh the biggest sigh of relief.
The child opens its eyes, to which the nurse looks at you and says, I don't suppose you can do that for everybody else here.
I wish I could, I really do.
We may have need of you. Will you stay and help us?
I do have to be going, but is there anywhere that really needs help?
I mean, look around. Everyone needs help here.
I'm just gonna go around and just see if there's anyone like with just minor injuries that are like lined up, and I'm just gonna try and help probably 5 of them.
Okay. He's dropping 5
Just-
points of healing.
Just some hand of healings, yeah.
Okay. You do so, and those that have just like a scrape or a bruise or a cut, and they sort of nod and thank you, and they leave the space that they were holding up, which allows for more space for others. You get a few thank yous and nods from the doctors for your assistance.
That I will, with a sort of heavy heart, leave and head back to the group.
Okay. So as you all group up together again, having got the supplies that you needed and done some additional work in the infirmary, Panikanzen is ready to go, ready to guide you out to the aerocopter. And you are free to go in your direction, whichever way you want to go next. Is it to the aerocopter?
What do we want to do?
Because we're in a rush, so let's get going.
Well, we had to make the seat, remember? I think that's one thing.
Well, let's go do that so we can leave.
Well, I mean, if we have the like just a bunch of metal and stuff, Rowan can turn that to, like a seat. Like if we have like leather or cloth or something, and cover it.
Can we just say just for haste that basically Rowan and Sal were picking up pieces of, and Panic
Oh, yeah.
were picking up pieces for
Yeah.
what they needed?
Yeah, you've
during
got
this?
the pieces, no worries at all. It's just a matter of getting to the aerocopter and fitting it all together. That's no issue. I would get a Tinkerer's Tools roll just to see how well it works.
Okay.
This is a degree of success, not a degree of failure.
Intelligence or
Does she have Tinker's Tools?
Yeah.
So just roll it off dexterity.
okay. You want?
Seems like it's a pretty good job. In fact, it finished off with a cushion on top.
Nice.
Fancy.
So as you get into the craft, you all have a space to sit. Though you do recall that Panikanzen had said that it is rated for 6 people. There is at least 7 in here at the moment, including himself. But he's fairly small, so it shouldn't create too much of a problem. And you lift off, heading off into the skies. And you settle off in the first half of the day. You have half of the day left of flight. Is there anything you would like to do while you're on the flight?
How's this working? Am I like pedaling at the moment?
You are.
We basically just grabbed you and just like put you into the seat.
Sit here, pedal this.
Sit here, pedal this.
And
Oh yeah, Panic in here. Can you sit on his lap? Get the controls. Cool. Thank you.
Sal, do you reckon we're high enough? If we were going to drop for like 6 seconds, we wouldn't crash, would we?
Can this thing glide for 6 seconds?
gonna do what?
It's not really made for gliding. It would probably fall pretty quickly.
They were
get
talking
it
about
high enough.
hasting you. But when you get stunned for 6 seconds, it would drop.
Yeah, I always feel really tired after you do that.
That's okay. I can just do it again straight after it.
Okay. Let's. Okay. Just tell me if you're gonna do it.
Tell him.
Are we high? So I'm just gonna ask. Are we high enough that we won't crash if I do this time?
I mean, you were taking off from the city of Rote, which was already pretty high off the ground, so yes.
Okay, I'm just gonna haste him.
And in the next half a day,
Woo!
you managed to get this far.
So I'm gonna have to use up all my spell slots here.
After we drop, I'm gonna like burn my
2,
feline agility.
3,
Get us back up to hiding.
4, 5, 6.
How much feline
Yeah,
agility do you have? Because he's just used 8 haste spells on you.
Ace.
You were hasted 8 times. God help us if we get another fight though, because I can't do nothing.
Is there anything you would like to do on the journey?
Besides hasting him,
Yes.
if his feet are getting a bit hot, maybe cool him down for him. Just put like a little bit of aircon down there.
Dardalian's basically like sitting close to Stigger just in case like he gets exhausted or something, so he can just be like, "Yeah, it's okay."
So the journey's going to take, you're probably going to spend about the next 4 or 5 hours or so up in the flight. And you'll get a decent distance with these hasted spells and the feline agility to do this. But it is still about 4 or 5 hours of journey. So you've got plenty of time if there's anything you wanted to discuss or plan, do while you were on this flight.
Yeah, Dardalian's just going to mention to all of them that whenever they get to Vatha and he would like to try to find like a jeweler or something so he can get like a large sort of like 500 gold diamond.
I really wonder what happened to the Knoll family.
Better things than they would have happened if they stayed in Rote. And that was 5 years ago.
Yeah.
What do you reckon the chances of us seeing them again?
I don't know. I was told to actually go looking for that their father or something went missing in the Mournland. So, but yeah, that was 5 years ago.
Well, perhaps he's still in there somewhere.
You
Never
know,
know.
well, I mean, there's a chance. We could always go to the Reckonwood or Korth.
Where's that?
Where we originally were going to go.
Oh yeah. Oh, it could be another stop that's a bit further north, but
Let's just take this one crazy
It's
trail at a time.
definitely isn't as easy as walking.
I don't know. It's pretty easy for us. Keep it up. You're doing well.
Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Athletics.
Cool. I'm basically just checking to see how much your endurance is going.
It's alright for now. I'm gonna be sleeping well tonight though.
You can probably...
Panicaneer.
Sorry, go.
Panicaneer.
Yes, Panic Hansen, actually.
Sorry, Panakansan. Where's your article? I'm rummaging around back here.
Oh, under the seat.
Cool. I like slide it out from under the seat, and I'm gonna pull out my calligraphy kit and start reading.
You got it. The article's pretty much just about what it's like living in as an intern for the Corenberg Chronicle on the outskirts of Trollenport, but amongst the dormitories of all the other students there. It talks about how the time schedule is from getting up at like 8 in the morning, going to bed at 8 at night, pretty much writing most of the day, getting the odd meals in between. He wasn't a big fan of the food. He'd often head out to Xanthus, where he could often get a little bit better food, but he'd only do that like once a week because it was a bit of a journey. There's another article in there about one of the students who got reprimanded. They plagiarized another student's article, and it was about their endeavors with a lover one evening, and it seems like the other student who plagiarized it wasn't having much luck in that area. Decided to tell a story that wasn't true, claim it as his own. But amongst all the articles, there is a distinctive sort of way that he writes, and you're drawn to it. It's easy to read. Seems like he's honest in the way he writes, and you get the feeling that if he was to write a story about you, he wouldn't miss your flaws, but he'd also probably see deep enough to see the hidden truths as well. So unless there is anything else anyone wanted to do, we can move into your first rest.
Like just one thing. Like if I'm there just pedaling away, like I'm kind of free to use my hands and stuff. Whereas like Pennicanson sitting right in front of me, so I can't actually do anything.
He's sitting on your lap.
You'd
That's
have
just kind of like
a little burn, but not a lot.
okay. I was just like, well, just off to the side. I've got to be like just trying to figure out where the heck this pearl goes. And then when I actually get it, and the bracelet lights up, I'll be like, oh yes, and stop pedaling for a second.
Panakanson jumps in alert and says, "What is it? What?" And he tries to get his feet
I
down
got
on the
it.
pedals.
Oh, well, sorry. What? No, I'll just try and keep pedaling again.
Right. Before long, this is getting into the evening. You're all starting to get a little tired, particularly you, Stigger. And
Yep.
Panakanson says, "Right, I think we need to... Wait, what is that?" And you see as a portal opens up in your immediately in front of you.
Whoa!
Fuck's sake.
You
Stop pedaling.
unable to move out of the way in time. And you close your eyes as its brightness half blinds you, and you continue forward into what is the inevitable path through this portal.
Not again.
Where you come out the other side, and before you is about a 2 to 3 story building, quite ornate looking, sitting on a floating landmass, just a small landmass. It has lights coming from the windows. Off to the right, you see quite a large and very fancy looking airship. And you get the feeling that this is some sort of inn. And I'm just going to do this so that you can see. Going to put you all on here. Whoops. Hang on, I'll move you in a second. There. And Panakansan quickly guides the aerocopter to what appears to be a docking bay, to which you can disembark. And
What is this place?
depending on where you want to go.
Is Panakansan an anime girl?
No.
No, that's
Rowan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see at the front there is an old man. He has a hoe in his hands and he seems to be just tinkering with the flowers and gardening. It's a cool night air. Not too cold, not too hot. And you see the light just glimmering slightly through the doors at the front of this building. There's a signpost out the front. It says Griffin Roost Inn. And there's a bit of noise inside, like there's a few people already inside.
What? Where are we, Panakansan?
I've never been here before. I'm sorry. This seemed like a good place to hold up.
Wait,
Should we go?
you created that portal for this place?
No, that was unexpected. If you don't want to be here, we maybe could keep going for a little while longer.
I'm just so confused.
Valiant's gonna walk up to the old guy here and go, excuse me, sir.
He looks up at you with a smile on his face.
What is this place?
He smiles and you only see 2 teeth, and he points up towards a sign.
Okay, perhaps I should rephrase that. How do people get here?
He points in the direction of the airship that's docked and towards your little one.
Is the door opened or closed?
It is closed currently.
Okay.
Fair enough. Ask a stupid question. And he's gonna walk up to the door and try the handle, I guess.
Okay. And at that point, the portal disappears behind you.
Oh shit.
And you try and open the door.
Yeah.
It opens up, and you see inside to a very nice looking establishment.
Oh wow, yeah.
There are potted plants and flowers throughout. There is a very ornate looking rug, almost like a tapestry, as it leads you into the inn. Down a hallway, you can see a dining room where it seems like there are a few people dining. They have their food, and there is a bar where a number of people are talking and having a good laugh. And immediately to your right, you see the innkeeper, who is standing beside a sign-in book. Do you make your way in?
Yeah, he's gonna walk in. Walk up to the innkeeper. Good evening.
Welcome,
day.
friends. Welcome to the Griffin Roost Inn. I hope old farmer outside didn't bother you.
No, forgive me, but I have never been here before. How does this place work?
Well, we have beds. You have need of sleep. And we have meals. You have need of eating. We can provide.
Okay, but how do we, once we have rested, how do we return to where we were?
Simply go the way you were going, I believe. I have not left here myself. This is where I live.
Where in the world is this inn located?
Well, we are located here.
So if I look outside, is it like stars in the sky, or is it just like a void?
There are stars in the sky, yes.
Okay.
It seems like a similar sky to what you remember seeing when you were flying.
Okay.
She looks at you and notices your confused looks, and she says, paying particular note to Rowan and Axial, and says, tell me. Oh, what's that?
I was just checking something. That's if I was gonna do something, if I would see anything, like if I would get everyone within range, but no. To the grave.
And she says, are you from Eberron?
They are. Most of them. Not myself.
I am.
But you came from Eberron?
Yes.
Yes.
Ah, I see the confusion. You found your way to the pocket dimension, or where we are.
Ah, right.
What now?
We are in a
As I
pocket
lean
dimension.
over to Liz, I lean over to Rowan and Lizette's like, pocket what now?
This is a small inn that we have travelers from many locations. We have some that come all the way from Toril, and others that come from other planes. But we don't usually have that many coming from Eberron. Well, we've had a few more recently.
If you don't, I'm just going to pipe in from the back over here and just go, if you don't mind me asking, what plane are we on?
The pocket plane? That's what she said.
Yeah, this is the pocket dimension.
It's a pocket dimension.
So, further question. Do you have like a teleportation circle or anything here?
No such devices here. The only travels that come here usually find their own way.
Okay, I got a question for this. The portals, are they set to a set location for each place? So is there a portal in Eberron that's always in the same spot, or is it just random? So we've seen random portals. But...
I've never been to Eberron, so I don't know. But the travelers who came said that they did not plan to come here. They just found their way here.
So no returning visitors that have...
We've had
come from
plenty
the
of return visitors, yes, but not usually from Eberron.
Okay, just trying to work out if the portal's always there in the sky or if it just randomly appeared while we were up there.
There's just more wacky portals opening.
Yeah, but it might not be the same portals if it's one that's continuously there.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a
Or they are-
group intelligence check.
Okay.
Alright,
I'm not.
I said it. Never mind.
Yeah, you are.
The one who should have the most intelligence is almost the worst roll.
Should have rolled her first, to be honest. Give
Uh,
her the good one. Fuck.
Margot, are you rolling as well, or?
It's not going to be a good roll.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Decent.
I would say this is down to Lisette, Sal, and Dardalian. Though bits and pieces of Margot you might have some conclusions of, but maybe not being able to put it all together. You three have enough knowledge, or enough insight at least, to understand that Eberron is just one of a number of worlds. And wherever they are traveling or situated within the greater universe, Eberron tends to be further away than most. So it's probably not that far-fetched to say that she doesn't usually see people from Eberron.
Yeah.
But interesting that she's seen more recent activity.
I feel like some of that would make sense for Dardalian to know. He's gonna sort of lean in and say, do you get many such as myself? Or do you have any staying here at the moment?
And where are you actually from, if not Eberron?
And he's gonna lower his voice a little bit. The Shadowfell.
From Dollar?
Yes, I suppose.
Right. We've had occasional, but very rare. Not for many years now.
Ah, right. Oh well, it was worth a try.
So will you be
And he
staying
looks-
the night?
He's gonna look down at the book and go, and we sign in? Yeah? Or,
Yes, right here.
I'll take the pen and in Elvish write his name.
You do so, and as you do, you notice there's the words glow in a black purplish color that just sort of glows off the page as you write it in.
What's his head? Strange.
Lisette, as you grab the pen and you start writing, you notice as you sign that the writing glows in a white blue color, and you touch the page to sort of wonder why is it a different color, and you feel it's a little cold.
Okay. So I might just see what happens when someone else writes a name in there.
Who do you hand it to next?
Whoever's closest.
Margot.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You sign in, and yours doesn't glow, but it is a deep, deep black. But in the center, there is a hint of yellow golden yellow.
Cool.
Strange. It didn't glow. Is it still glowing like after we've signed it, or
Once
does it
you've
glow and
finished
then...
your signature, it stops glowing.
Okay.
Oh, the glow is cool.
It glowed to you, Margot, but not to anybody else.
Oh. Still, it was cool what happened.
And as the rest of you sign in, each of you seeing different effects as you sign in. She says, right, well that is done. There are rooms on the next level above, or you're free to dine with us tonight and enjoy the evening as you will.
I have to see what sort of food they have here. I tell it's gonna be out of this world. Yeah,
Is that
fair enough.
really? Yeah, I got it. I got it.
So the night is yours, as you see fit. You see the people sitting at the table. There's a table of 6. They look very, very, very well dressed, very noble looking. They don't look like the sort of people you'd normally find at Eberron. One of them even appears to be some sort of clergyman from a religious sort of organization. Perhaps even a cardinal. The next table over, they're different again. Like, they seem to be more farmers or tradesmen of sorts. But there are a few tables spare, enough to fit you all in.
Can Dardalian just sort of, just because he's not entirely comfortable here, can you just do Eyes of the Grave?
Yeah?
Just in case.
What's the range?
60 foot.
And what's the... Is it 60-foot radius?
Give me 2 seconds, I'll put this thing up. So I can't remember exactly if it's right. Within 60 feet of me, so.
You don't
Yeah.
sense anything.
Okay. Okay.
I think Sticker just wants to step outside and do the Assassin's Creed eagle view of the surrounding location.
Speaking of eagles, somebody ever know that this could also be Hotel California?
I do not know that reference personally.
I was waiting for them to stab at a beast, a steely beast. If you said something like that, then I'd probably be like,
Well,
okay, I'm out.
If you know the lyrics of the song, you could never
Yeah.
leave.
Yeah.
You can check out any time you
I
want.
will fucking
but
fight my way out of here. I don't give a shit. I have a spell that I've been wanting to try to use, so fucking bring it.
Like, why is my whole screen moving when I click that?
Your whole screen, what?
Oh, when I grab the character, the whole screen's moving. When I'm trying to like move the character,
I think you're
Maybe.
panning.
probably.
So as you sit down,
There we go.
you can have your choice of meal. It appears you can pretty much order whatever you want. And the bar is open.
Say order whatever you want. Do you mean like stuff specific to like what we would know, or?
Whatever you want to order. Just hold Alt if you want a position.
And feature.
I'm gonna head to the bar.
Okay.
Does it have like a menu or?
No, not so much a menu, but if you can think of it, you can probably have it.
I'm gonna see what the other table are eating. Is there anything interesting looking?
The table with the nobles, their table is full of seafood. Like they have crab, lobster, oysters, just prawns. Seems like they are ordering from the rich stuff. The table next to them, they have like sausages and mash and roast beef.
Okay. If there's no menu, how are we meant to know how much anything costs? If there is a cost.
Good question.
We didn't ask. God damn it, why didn't we ask?
Medallion's
Let's
gonna.
try some of the seafood, I guess. Some like prawns and stuff. If I think it, does it just appear, or do I have to actually walk up and order it?
Yeah, you would have to walk up and order it.
Okay.
You can order it from the bar.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go ask them what is the special of the day, if they have a special of the day. We've got our characters a lot bigger than these people.
It's just the difference in the drawings.
Yeah, no, it just looks weird. But I stood next to him, it's like a giant.
He's a dwarf.
Right, mind you,
This guy is-
I'm like 5 foot something, so I shouldn't look that big compared to dwarfs anyway.
You are the
Is that a
heroes.
halfling asleep on a bench, like on a stool?
No, he's celebrating.
He is.
He's yeah, bye. Party time.
You walk up and you see this woman. She walks by and she says, "Oh, hello. What would you like?"
Hi, I was wondering, there's no menu. Do you have like a special of the day or something?
The special of the day is what you would like it to be. Any preferences?
Well, I'm in a different plane. I'd like to try something a little different. Any recommendations?
I kind of like the hot radish and mustard tea, along with the watermelon and roast buffalo.
That sounds pretty good. I'll take that. That sounds.
And immediately in
thank you.
front of you, a bowl of roast beef with, roast buffalo and watermelon appears with a mug of hot radish tea with mustard.
Blech.
That's pretty quick service.
We deal with what we can to please. I hope you enjoy.
Thanks. I shall. Take it back. Give glaring eyes to Mr. Over there. He's probably buying beer.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
What in the nine are you? What are you eating?
The special. I don't know. Roast beef and watermelon.
Roast buffalo.
Buffalo. That's the one. Thank you. God, she's got good hearing. Do you want to try some?
It picks up a fork, tentatively like pokes it a couple of times across the table.
It's dead. At least I hope it's dead.
It actually tastes better than anything you've ever tasted.
Hell yeah. Gotta make sure I give some to Kieran as well. Probably not the watermelon, because I don't know how dragons go with watermelon. But the buffalo, definitely.
He, is it a he?
She.
She? She, nibbles it off your hand with, a lot of gratitude. Swallows it down.
Rest you guys gonna eat, or is it just gonna be me and Kieran here?
Did you ask how much it was?
Meh. I'll pay later.
Dardanian's gonna go over and order.
Margot, what do you like to order?
I would like. So I look at the bartender and say, I can have anything to eat and drink that I want. Anything.
Anything at all.
Ooh. I would like a tender chicken breast coated in breadcrumbs and seasoning, fried to golden brown, served with a tomato sauce on top, like a tomato Napolitana sauce, drizzled with cheese and a dash of leg ham. Put some sliced potato that's been fried in fire on the sides, some salt on top, and to drink, can I get myself a mega pint of rum?
She looks at you and she says, "So you want a chicken palmy and a big glass of wine?"
Rum, not wine. A mega pint of rum.
Okay. I mean, I did say you could have anything, but whatever suits your pleasure. And immediately that appears in front of you. It is
What
a
else
spiced rum.
I'll slum it. That's fine.
Suddenly, a kraken appears.
Mm.
A flying one.
No, a rum one.
A rum
Mm.
And for you, she looks at you, Stigger.
Could I get a bowl of grain and can I think for a second? I'll just go with the bowl of grain. I'll have to think about what I'm gonna eat.
Interesting. Okay, yes. I think we can manage that. And a bowl of grain is in front of you.
Just gonna start feeding Harry some grain seeds.
Okay. Doesn't look like he's that interested in eating. He makes the motions with his mouth, but as you feed it in, you see as the grain just falls to the floor.
He said that you ate grain. Okay, interesting. I'll just start eating the grain.
And the rest of your party, what would they like?
Dardalian's going to essentially order a pho, but like very, very sort of from what for most people would be like over the top in terms of like spice and aromatics and things like that. Being who he is, and order a and also get a glass of like a very strong whiskey as well.
Okay. You do that and it appears.
Nods his head, thanks sir. And turns back and goes, "Oh, also you wouldn't happen to have any absinthe, would you?"
We do, actually.
And do you have the machine for it as well?
Machine. You're telling me something that I'm not aware of.
Oh, okay. It's called lushing. It's like you put the absinthe in the glasses, water in the thing, and then it just sort of drips it onto a sugar cube,
Okay.
and then that sort of
I've
spreads
seen
in.
Triple X, so I know the sugar and light it up
Yeah.
trick. But yeah.
Fair.
Um, they do have that, and they do present that for you.
Just gonna
Interesting
take
though,
that
it's
back and then.
interestingly though, the drink when you sip it tastes exactly the same as the Dragon's Tears alcohol that you had on the train. Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Ah. Oh man, if only I was concentrating on a spell right now. Can't save. Oh shit. Here we go, boys. 14.
You watch as Dardalian is sitting down and he has his first sip of the drink, and he sort of looks like he's very pleased, and you see a look of acknowledgement. Flop. His head falls
Yeah,
forward into the
you
plate.
just as soon as he tastes it, just see this like, oh fuck, oh this just look at, oh for fuck's sake. Just, yeah, bad.
Halfway through eating, Lisette's just gonna turn around and go, are you not gonna eat that?
Are you gonna try to eat it?
Maybe after I finish my food.
Okay.
I'm still eating.
Good luck surviving. It's basically spiced to like levels that he would be used to, and like flavored to levels that he would be used to, but it might be a bit much for anyone else.
You say that now, and he's just gonna roll like nat 20s.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
It's quite tasty.
Oh, if he knew that happened, then it was just like nothing happening. Like, oh, you'd fit in well at home.
He would if he was still conscious.
What would
yeah.
Sal like to have?
I've got to disappear too, lads. Sorry.
Oh shit, yeah, it's 10.
Yep, wrap it up in a sec.
See Jack.
See you guys.
Yeah.
Have a
Yeah.
good one.
I'm gonna make it. Oh, I'll set him a challenge. A beef Boronel with a craft beer from Borma. Yeah, a Borma craft beer from Sean.
You're like your friend here. You could have anything, but you'll go for that, then that's okay with me, because that's what we offer. And it appears in front of you.
I look up after finishing my chicken parm and go, "Oh, I'd love a That was delectable, and I'm still a little bit hungry. Could I get a fillet of unicorn,
Excuse?
How would you like that done?
medium rare, please?" And I look over at Sal and go, "They're giving us shit for ordering what we want. Let's try something fancy that we're never ordinarily going to get."
Okay, coming right up. And in front of you is a medium rare fillet.
What? To the unicorn?
That's
Alright.
gotta be expensive.
I'll
You're gonna be so broke.
I think broke's the last thing we'll be worried about.
I'm going to cut up a little portion and have a taste. What does it taste like, Sticks? What does unicorn steak taste like?
What do you think it tastes like?
I'm asking you, brother. I have no idea.
I don't have control of your character. What does your character taste?
I don't have control over my taste buds. A steak tastes like a steak. So I'm asking, what does unicorn steak taste like? If
Like
you're gonna shame me for getting the chicken palmy, I want to know what does unicorn steak taste like.
You take a bite,
Yeah.
and you get this immediate sensation of like, it should be chewier than this, but it's like biting into a banana or into some caramel fudge.
Oh, okay.
It's really soft. Definitely not sinewy at all.
Mm.
And there's a sweetness, almost like honey, probably more like syrup, maybe molasses. But behind it, there is a bitter flavor. and together it combines to make a flavor that makes you want to almost like spit it out straight away.
Mm-hmm.
But something about it just keeps you going back for more. Like it's the hint of the flavors that is like intoxicating. It makes you want to get more of it to try and tell your brain, tell yourself how it tastes, because you can't quite describe it. But on its own, if you just took your initial reaction, you'd want to spit it out.
Oh, it's delicious. I look at Sam and go, you've got to try this.
Nope.
Oh.
I'm just gonna take my bowl and mug, and I'm going back to the table and just back away, looking very suspiciously at what you're eating.
So you
Say,
spend...
oh, I was just gonna say the grain's not really doing it for me. Say, can I get a cold glass of water and a dog's eye with a squirt of dead horse?
Coming right up. And it appears in front of you.
Nice.
Literally a dog's eye with tomato sauce on top.
No, if it was a dog's eye,
Didn't you say dead horse?
it would be dead horse.
Yeah, there you go. A dog's eye with dead horse on top of it.
What in the heck is a dog's eye with a... I'm looking this up.
It's a meat pie with sauce.
Oh.
How do you not
pie,
know
tomato
that? It's an
sauce.
Australian.
No, I just call it a freaking 420.
It's a South Australian.
I just call it a pie.
Yeah, I do normally, but I've heard people call it that.
My pie and my glass of cold water. And I'm going to think of a party member that's no longer with us as I'm drinking it.
And as you finish your meals and drink and you have time to contemplate trying in this wondrous new area and think about rest for the evening before setting back off and hoping that you can find your way back through, if there's some portal that magically appears or not, I guess you'll find out tomorrow, as we will leave it there for today.